And welcome back to DagoPod podcast. I'm your host, CJ Schumacher, with my co-host.
I'm Joey Safford.
And today we are here with our first official podcast. This isn't just an intro or anything. This is legit the first one. Congratulations. You get to listen. You're in and watching. So, the theme for today, or I guess the whole premise of doing this one, is we're going to list all 11 movies of the Star Wars saga. Now, we know that Solo might not be part of the Skywalker saga, and we know that Rogue One's just a pre-story to how they got the plans to the Death Star, but we're still going to include them in there because we love them just as much as the other 9. So, we're going to start off, we're going to go from 11, we're going to go all the way to 1. So, it's a very biased opinion, by the way, very biased.
Yep.
Joey and I kind of differ on some stuff, and we kind of agree on some stuff.
We can both make our own lists here. We can just put
a
little line in the middle.
Yeah, we could do that. I agree. I like that. So, starting off at number 11, I'm going to have my good old favorite, first one we get to see Rose. I hate that son of a gun with passion. The worst character in Star Wars makes Jar Jar Binks look like a developed Anakin Skywalker. We're going to start with The Last Jedi. We're going to start with The Last Jedi.
I agree. Last Jedi is by far the worst Star Wars movie out there.
It is.
No debating.
You spent half the movie in a freaking casino.
Yup.
Get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Just stupid. I hate it so much. It's just, I felt like Disney spent too much time putting an agenda out there and pushing like this agenda there.
I agree. It wasn't Star Wars. It was more like, I don't know. It was no good.
It actually, I feel, ruined a little bit the last movie, The Rise of Skywalker. I think it ruined it a little bit because J.J. Abrams did the first movie. I'm sure he had a vision for the second one and pushing the third one to introduce Palpatine. Spoiler alert. But I feel like it just added like too much to that movie.
It was too much about the real world, not enough about Star Wars.
Exactly.
All right. Moving on to number 10 on the list.
Number 10 on the list. You ready for it? The Phantom Menace.
The Phantom Menace. I am going to have to go with Attack of the Clones.
Really?
I've never been a huge fan of Attack of the Clones. I just think it's too long and too stretched out.
Here's my thing about Attack of the Clones. Yeah, Geonoshi and Padme there. Hey, okay. Natalie Portman, if you're out there, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. It's just like, I felt it was alright. The one scene I felt was really weird was when they were riding into the Geonosian arena.
Yeah.
And they, like, peck. Like, you're literally about to die.
The whole thing with them on Naboo, and then they go to Tatooine, the whole I hate sand speech.
That's just hilarious.
No, it's not.
That's hilarious in my opinion.
Nope.
It's so coarse. It gets everywhere. And the pear. Oh, dude, that just cracks me. All right.
Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9 for me, Solo. I did not like Solo that much, man.
I have to go with The Force Awakens.
Now, why Force Awakens?
It just didn't send off Star Wars vibes.
No?
After seeing it in theaters, it was just hard to, like, sit there and think that, like, this is a Star Wars movie.
My thing about it, I liked it. Solo for me was just like, it was just a fun movie. It's not part of like the Star Wars. It gives you a backstory about Han Solo and Kira, and it's cool seeing Darth Maul introduced again. And was it Red Dawn?
Yeah.
But
Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn, excuse me. It was more or less a fun movie rather than an added context to a story, in my opinion. They tried their best to do it with adding Darth Maul to the mix, but
I agree.
Rebels kind of put that in the nix when they killed him off.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? Just, that's my opinion about it. Also, this movie, go back to Last Jedi, I'm going to shit on it some more. I literally hate what they did with Luke Skywalker.
That's true.
The complete opposite of what that dude was all about.
Even Mark Hamill said he hated the role that he had to play.
It was just awful. It was awful. It was awful.
Yep.
All right. So now, we're going into number 8. I'm going to have to go with Rise of Skywalker.
I'm probably going to throw Solo out there now.
You still on that?
I still think Rise of Skywalker was better than Solo.
Here's the problem with Skywalker. It was really good.
Actually, No, I like the Phantom Menace.
I'm not saying I didn't like it, but at the same time, it was just no action. The Duel of Fates, amazing, but that's all you get. Then you get, this is pod racing. Are you an angel? Are you an angel? It's just, and the thing about Rise of Skywalker, it just felt so rushed.
Yes.
They were trying to, like,
Yep.
Palpatine needed to be like...
There was too much covered
Exactly.
in there.
It needed to be introduced in The Last Jedi. That's what you get when you change directors and whatnot.
Yep.
So why Solo for you is above Force Awakens, though? That's crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty close to being even, but
I respect that.
I don't know. Solo was just more entertaining for me. All the double crossing that went on in the movie.
All right, number 7.
I'm gonna have to go with the Phantom Menace now.
You go with Phantom Menace?
I can't let it get. It was a decent movie, but it's not cracking into the top 6.
All right. Me? Last Jedi. Not Last Jedi, excuse me, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
See, for me, Return of the Jedi is better than Attack of the Clones. Or not Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the... Empire Strikes Back, I'm sorry.
Empire Strikes Back is the greatest sequel of all time.
That's what
here's
everyone says.
But here's the problem. Because you gotta think about the time that this was produced. You got me?
That's true.
Back in, like, 1980s, when the Return came out, the Empire Strikes Back came out, which was 1980 and 1981, I forget the date, actually. Most sequels were just like a continuation of the first one. So basically, like, it's like Tremors. What happens in Tremors? And that, you don't develop the characters, it's just more fucking Tremors. Excuse my language. But you get this one, you actually get a continuation of the story, an add on the story. A different line. And I think
That's true.
I don't know. This one, though, I just felt like it was very... I don't like another Death Star. It took them so long to get the Death Star rolling, but then to get another one really fast.
Force Awakens.
I think it's better than Force... I think Force Awakens beats it, which brings me to number 6. Force Awakens.
I'm gonna have to think here. I'm gonna go with A New Hope.
Really?
Yeah.
I know it's like the graphics are really terrible.
It's just... I mean... Yeah, it was the first one, but compared to the other ones, it's a solid, like, right in the middle. It was a really good first one, but then they just topped it too many times.
I agree. But still, it's like it started a whole movement of the whole sci-fi movement, really. And it's cool. It's crazy how they developed off of that one movie.
It's true.
But that was gonna be number 5 for me, actually. Now that you bring that up, because it's weird. Look at all the next gen or the sequel movies, just down here at the bottom. Let's see.
So you're going with A New Hope for number 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh man. Okay. Wow. Okay. New Hope for me, I feel like is better than The Force Awakens because they were trying to get that New Hope vibe from it, but I just felt like they didn't capture it. It was just a random girl, and it's just they could have went so many different paths with it, but then she's like related to Palpatine, which I thought it was kind of cool, and then she's like Skywalker, Rey Skywalker, I'm like no, and then I still wanted to figure out how Maz got the Baby Slayer 3000. Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber.
Exactly.
Like, where'd it come from?
So many missing details.
Well, we found that goes back to Empire Strikes Back, where he falls off the Bespin tunnel.
Yeah.
The arm goes, lightsaber goes.
Yep.
Now where? Where does it come from?
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure. What's his face? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. What's his face? The black guy.
Vader? Lando.
Yeah, Lando Calrissian. He's gonna come into play with that.
Well,
I have a feeling.
Lando was in the Millennium Falcon when his arm got cut off.
Yeah, but I feel he's going to come into play because he also was the curator and director of that facility.
It's true.
All right. Number 4, what you got?
Rise of Skywalker.
Ooh, wow.
That's
high up there.
I'm surprised it got that high up there. It was good at first. Like, my first time seeing it in theaters, I thought it was really good. After rewatching it now, they did cram too much in there, but they had to make up for so much that, like, they had to make up for The Last Jedi.
Okay. I'm going to go with Attack of the Clones. This is where Attack of the Clone comes in. The prequels were hated on so much in the beginning, but I feel they're definitely the most memeable. Like, they're most iconic for, like, memes. Hello there. It's so coarse. It gets everywhere. Like, oh, the negotiator. Like, it's just so memeable. I love it. Okay. I got that. What you got for number 3, man?
I'm gonna have to go with Return of the Jedi. That was always been one of my favorites since I was a kid.
Alright, I could see that. For me, Empire. Number 3 is Empire for me.
I can respect it.
It's one of the greatest sequels of all time. It started a whole movement of sequels, not just sci-fi world, but the whole movie industry. George Lucas was a man on a mission.
That's true.
One of the smartest guys. It's crazy when it comes to, like, the merchandising when he first had New Hope, how he kept the licensing for it to make sure he got all the merch. Like, my dad used to watch Star Wars when he was a kid, and he wanted to buy the toys. So what they originally sent out, they didn't have enough money or production to make the toys, so he sent out these, like, vouchers. What you would do is you would fill out these vouchers and you'd mail it in, and then they would ship you the toys later. So you would pay for the voucher, you ship it out, and they ship it to you. And it's actually a very smart way.
Yeah.
George Lucas is one of the smartest men to ever be in
For
the
sure.
movie industry. All right, number 2.
We both have to agree on this one.
Because I think we have the same 2 left.
Yeah, we have the same 2 left.
All right, I got mine.
Rogue One.
Rogue One. Yeah.
Rogue One.
I think I spelled that wrong.
By far one of the greatest filler movies of all time.
Absolutely. The way it ended.
It actually makes A New Hope a better movie. The way it ties in how they got the Death Star plans.
One thing I love about it, actually, is the way that Cassian Andor and Jyn Erso, I thought the whole movie they were going to hook up. I thought the whole movie they were going to get together, and it's amazing that they didn't do that. I actually, that heartfelt hug at the end of the movie when they know they're about to die, and that's amazing. And the way that it ended, and it blend so well together with A New Hope, it's amazing. Amazing. That's where one time they succeeded in the Darth Vader rampage.
That's really good.
That was amazing.
The hallway scenes are how you see a hero or villain's true powers, like Luke at the end of Mandalorian. The hallway scene against the death bots or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It was amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is number 1.
Number 1.
If this is your number 1, you probably should unsubscribe, which you're probably not subscribed. So subscribe, then unsubscribe.
Number 1, Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge.
I've seen that movie at least 30 times, and every single time I watch it, I still get the hope that Anakin won't turn to the dark side.
That movie could have gone so many different ways.
And it went the perfect way. It was the only movie that was executed perfectly from top to bottom, the entire time.
Fight scenes, the way Anakin carried himself. If Mace Windu wasn't such an asshat, it could have changed so many things. It could have changed so many things. And the way Obi-Wan just, oh my lord, the just blood-curdling scream of, I hate you, of Anakin, like, come on.
It's always an emotional roller coaster. No matter how many times you watch it, it's still like...
You could tell Ewan McGregor and, what's his name?
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen had just such great chemistry, and that scene just was perfect.
They fit perfect together.
The one thing I don't like about it, how do you die from heartbreak? I'm sorry, she lost all will to live. Like, come on.
I know, they could have done that a little better.
But
still.
I love how they tied in Qui-Gon and the Force Ghost.
Yep.
I love how they tied in everything.
Yoda tells Obi-Wan that he has training for him to do on Tatooine. The Force Ghost training. It's just beautifully executed. For one of the movies that was earlier, like, really not... Going back on it now, watching some really crappy CGI, it's amazing. It's amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been our list of the 11 Star Wars movies. The 11.
That's crazy. Hope to see some more. I know Taika Waititi is getting his movie out. I'm curious what the next trilogy is going to be. If they start doing trilogies,
I hope they go the opposite direction and go towards the Old Republic.
I really hope to. I want to see a young Yoda. I really want to see a young Yoda.
Young Yoda. They could base a whole series just around Yoda, a whole trilogy.
That would be amazing. I would watch that 10 times over, unless Disney decides to ruin lightsabers more for us.
Yeah, we'll see.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, once again, I'm your host, CJ Schumacher,
And I'm Joey Stafford.
and this has been an episode of DagoPod podcast.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share with your friends. New episodes every Friday at 12.